Live, trance, and prosper. Hi, I'm Professor Brian David Phillips. Welcome to my home. If there are any cats walking around while I talk to you, don't mind them. They certainly don't mind you. Yep. Alrighty, so today we're going to talk a little bit about automatic drawing. Automatic drawing? What is that? A Xerox machine? No, it is a technique that allows your unconscious mind to take the driver's seat, so to speak, and draw for you. And since I'm a hypnotist, I will discuss it in terms of therapeutic technique. Automatic drawing is similar to automatic writing. Automatic writing is where you take a pen, a marker, I don't know, you hold it in some way that's special for you. You can hold it like a regular pen, or you can hold it in an interesting, weird way, like I like to do when I'm doing unconscious work. And take a piece of paper, I place the pen upon the paper, and I relax. And I allow the unconscious to write. Now, it looked like I was writing or drawing there, but actually it was me writing and drawing, except my unconscious mind did it for me. While it looks like I may have been in control, I wasn't. My conscious mind was not in control, my unconscious was. That is, the muscles that are used to move the pen and to communicate. And this, my unconscious said, I am here. Now, some folks are already freaking out. It's a ghost! It's a ghost! Oh, goodness, it's a ghost! It's not a ghost, unless my unconscious, the seat of my soul, is a ghost. No. It's not. It's the unconscious mind. I'm allowing it to come forward and to do this. It works on a very straightforward principle known as ideomotor effect. Ideo, idea, motor, movement. The idea moves it. When I consciously, and by the way, it said I am here, ha ha. When I consciously write or draw, my brain is aware. I mean, you're not consciously aware of controlling the muscles, but the brain is aware of the movements. And there is a connection between the conscious mind and the control of the movements. With ideomotor effect, the unconscious controls muscles that you're not consciously aware of in a way that it feels like my arm is moving on its own. I love ideomotor effect. There's actually more product than a human can shake a stick at, or a saving rod, on my website related to this. I have a 2 DVD set, which now is, we don't sell DVDs. We put it on USB, but a 2-volume set on ideomotor effect has so much material. And if you go through the YouTube channel or on my website, www.briandavidphillips.net, you'll find all sorts of wonderful things related to ideomotor effect and that set in particular, as well as other sets that incorporate that sort of training, such as the psychic or magic hypnosis or the Psy-Magic work materials, and the ultimate Psy-Magic Plus, which is a lot of those sets are currently, at the time and date of this video, are on sale, massive sale, until a little bit after Halloween. So if you're watching this after Halloween, or it's not Halloween, my English is so good today. if you're watching after Valentine's, it won't be on sale anymore. So, yeah. Hey, watch my YouTubes when they come out. By the way, this particular video is being filmed in VR180. So if you have a virtual reality headset, you could pop this on in YouTube VR, on the Oculus Quest or the Meta Quest or the Vive or any number of virtual reality headsets, and you can be here with me now, sitting at my table, yay you, enjoying what little you can see of my home. There's more. Yes, there is a TARDIS back there. We have a full-size TARDIS because, well, we're my family is a Whovian family, and some of us may or may not be partly from Gallifrey. We're Gallifreyan, as you know. We're not going to do automatic writing. That's, although it is interesting, and maybe we'll do more later. I've done videos on YouTube channel and on my website, www.briandavidphillips.net. You can check out automatic movement or trance movement, ecstatic movement. I've revisited different forms of ideomotor on the pendulum. Ideomotor movement many times because I just love it. And it's good for you, by the way, within reason. Some folks who do automatic writing, they get hooked on it because when they were children, they were told it was one thing and it's not. Some people think this is demonic possession, and that's not my unconscious mind saying I am here, but the boogie man. But the boogie man can't come into this home because I've got stuff around that'll stop him. Yay. And because he doesn't exist. So that probably stops him even more effectively. We're going to do automatic drawing. So let me get a fresh sheet of happy paper with a therapeutic approach. And so essentially you can do this for art. And my daughter, when she does automatic drawing, she comes up with birds and dragons, and it's absolutely beautiful. When I come up with scribbles. Yay! Different artistic means. You don't have to be an artist to do this. You just need to be a well-conscious human. And so essentially for therapeutic means, not for artistic means, but for therapeutic means, you can work with your client, and as a hypnotist, if you're working with a client, you can deepen the trance and you can get some really interesting things going on. And you can do this for self-hypnotic means. You're not going into a formal trance, by the way. You're just zoning out of it. Just zone out. Go with the flow and zone out. And then just tell yourself that whatever issue I'm working on at the moment, that the drawing will complete when my unconscious mind has a positive, useful, worthwhile resolution to that. Yay. All right. So it can be spoken or unspoken in terms of what issue you're working with. And for instance, you bicker with your husband or your wife, or you have issues relating with your child, or you pick your nose too much. Stop picking it! Or some other issue. And it can be a wonderful form of silent therapy if you're working with a client as a therapist. Some folks are uncomfortable voicing their issues, although honestly we both know that the therapy can go so much more effectively and so much more powerfully when you know. But silent therapy actually works really well too. And so I'm going to think of an issue I may have, and I'm going to just hold my pen. I like to hold my pen in a weird way, you know, a way that isn't normally comfortable for me to write with when I'm doing automatic writing or automatic drawing, because I just like to give the unconscious a clue at, hey, dude, just do this. Breathe in and out a couple times. Zone yourself. Go into flow. And when you press the pen upon the paper or pencil or crayon or whatever you want to work with, just tell yourself that it'll start. And when the unconscious has a resolution that is a positive one in terms of the issue, that sound back there, it's not zombies at the gate, it's one of our cats. My guess is it is Smokey. We have a few cats, more than a human probably should have. Well, we have 6 cats. We have 5 that are out and about, and we have 1 in our isolation room because we are adopting him. He's a stray, and we're also feeding another stray on the back door. That's 7 cats. Ugh, 6 in the house, 1 outdoors, because we're a cat-loving family. When I met my wife, she wasn't my wife at the time. She was just this incredibly beautiful young woman, and she loved cats. And I knew that if I stay with this woman, there will always be cats. And guess what? I was right. I stayed with this woman, and we have cats. Been together 31 years. Married 28. But in a few days, 29. All right, so let's do this. Taking my issue. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, if you're watching this in VR, you may see the movements of the pen a little more. You may even see the drawing itself. It's obviously a flower. I'm not consciously doing this. I know it looks like I'm drawing on my own, and my conscious mind is controlling it, but it's not. My hand is moving of its own accord. Ooh, spooky. I've never drawn something like this before. Yeah, my English, yeah, good. I've drawn lots of flowers before, but I've never drawn more than one in a drawing before. That's interesting. Now, I don't have to consciously now think about what my issue is that I'm working with. My unconscious already knows what it's dealing with, and so it's working it out. And the drawing you come up with may or may not have anything to do with your issue. That's a neat thing about these things. It's just the unconscious mind using the time we're spending together here and the movements to work things out. And for demonstrational purposes, my unconscious knows to do something simple, something easy, something straightforward. And it'll stop at the moment of epiphany. And sometimes you have the conscious realization, and sometimes you don't. But your unconscious understands and knows what you're working on there. That's interesting. I have no idea what this one is. Oh. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. That is awesome. I've never drawn a shadow before in an automatic drawing. I've done a lot of these. And we're done. And that is automatic drawing. I had no idea what was being drawn at the get-go, but there it is. A person, and I have a sense that's me, under giant flowers, and I have a sense those are sunflowers. I grew up in Kansas. Interesting that they're so large and yet they're shaded. A very interesting formation. This may not be me. Could be. Well, I think it is me, but it's not in Kansas where I'm from. The state flower is the sunflower. I sense that it's here in beautiful Taiwan. I live in Lodong, Taiwan, Ile Formosa, and I live right next to some rice fields, which it's like being in a river next to a lake. On some days, and other days it's a field. It's absolutely wonderful, this whole area in Ilan, Taiwan. But that is automatic drawing. Related to automatic, and the therapeutic use is wonderful. And if you are a hypnotist, a lot of the folks in my YouTube channel are hypnotists. And if you're interested in trying it out, please give it a go. See what happens. Related to automatic writing, maybe we'll do a video some other time on that. Automatic drawing, the surrealists did a lot of work with automatic drawing.